Hey friends, welcome to One Little Coder. In this week AI news roundup, we have got a lot of tech news, less amount of paper, so I'm really sorry for that. So we've got news from Microsoft, OpenAI, Google, and lot more other news that we would like to cover. So let's get started without further ado. The very first big announcement is from Microsoft. Microsoft has announced a suite of AI tools and they have closely integrated with existing Microsoft products. What they're calling as Microsoft Copilot is going to be part of everyday Microsoft experience, and you can see how they have integrated it with every single Microsoft tool, starting from Microsoft OS, which is Windows, Microsoft Office 365, Microsoft Bing, and Microsoft Edge. So they have literally integrated AI, or whatever they are calling as Copilot, into every single one of these tools, and you can see the updates. The main updates are that they have got Windows 11 update, and the Windows 11 brings Copilot and also new AI powered experience into MS Paint. And MS Paint that did not change for a very long time is going to change into Photos, Clipchamp, and other products into Microsoft Windows 11. And the other thing is OpenAI recently announced DALI 3, which we covered on the channel, and Microsoft has updated that they are going to include DALI 3 for free usage within Bing Image Creator. So right now, if you know that you can go to Bing and then ask it to design a picture, and that uses DALI 2 to design it, and Microsoft has said that it is going to include support for DALI 3 within Bing in itself, and also it's going to be part of Bing Chat Enterprise. The next big thing, something that Microsoft decided to do, is they have decided to integrate Copilot within Microsoft 365, the Office 365 universe. That means you can chat with your documents, you can ask Microsoft 365 Copilot to do certain tasks. For example, you can ask it to manage the calendar, you can ask it to create summary, you can ask it to do a lot of things across all the 365 applications, starting from Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and other applications that they've got. So overall, if you see, this is quite a very extensive and also very exhaustive list of updates from Microsoft. The one thing that I wanted to quickly update you here is with the Bing one. So you can go here and update, search, ask questions, and it can generate the picture. And if you see the difference between the DALI 2 and DALI 3 from the Microsoft Bing Image Creator, it's quite phenomenal to see the difference. So it also adds content credentials, but you can see this is the previous model, and that was the latest model. So you can see all the models that you have got with Bing and also the DALI 2 versus DALI 3. Moving on to the next story. This is not a so great news for Microsoft. Microsoft has accidentally, of course, I mean, nobody would willingly leak it, but accidentally leaked 38 terabytes of data by Microsoft AI researchers. And if you see the reason why it happened, it is all thanks to a token called SAS token that is part of Azure to share Azure storage accounts. Like you can share data from Azure storage account, and when somebody uploaded this data, which is something that they wanted to upload as part of the AI training data, they by mistake exposed 38 terabytes of private data, including disk backups of 2 employees' workstation. It has got like secrets, private keys, passwords, and 30,000 internal Teams messages. What I'm quite interested in knowing about this is, why would they have this private data as part of AI training data? I mean, I understand like this leak is completely different, but I'm genuinely curious to know that why would this data, like this data, be part of open source training data? Maybe the open source training data was something different and they made a mistake while uploading it, but that was something that quite interesting for me to see how come, this is all part of the same thing. And you can get into the details about how SAS tokens work and why this kind of leak happened in this place. But it also poses a lot of questions about privacy and the kind of risks that AI data sharing can bring it up. Moving on from Microsoft to Google, you can see that Google Bard has gone to the next level. I know a lot of people commented on my video saying that it's not next level. I know everybody has got their opinion, but for me at least, like I find this extremely helpful. I use Bard a lot, to be honest. Like I've got ChatGPT Plus subscription. Still, I use Bard a lot, but the fact that now Bard can talk to Google Docs and Bard can talk to my email, Google Drive, and all these things make it quite interesting for me. And again, as a matter of fact, a lot of people commented about privacy. I used to be very anti Google, not using any of the Google features. I always wanted to own a Pixel phone. I never did it because it's made by Google. But I think in 2023 I came to the realization that a lot of privacy is just a myth. Someday or other they're going to take my data, so I'm like, okay, let me just use any AI that I want. I still like don't like release my phone number, don't write my phone number like if I go for a shopping mall or anywhere, but I'm still like a little paranoid about that. But end to end, like I started believing that Google knows everything about me, so there is no point in me hiding it from Google. So I kind of appreciate it. So if you are like a privacy concern, maybe you would not find it useful, but I think like overall this is quite good. Bard has got a lot of interesting features. I've got a separate video about Bard. Like in fact, a lot of people noticed one weird thing where Bard even verified that the Queen Elizabeth is alive. That was quite weird because Bard tried to make that this is one of the biggest features that no other chat system, the chatbot, has got, and Bard has got, but that itself was not proper. But anyways, like I like the direction in which Bard is going. The only thing I think disappointment for a lot of people was that it is still the Palm 2 model. People were expecting the Gemini model, but it's not Gemini model. Still, it's good that Bard has Google is still investing a lot in Bard, and then they're trying to make sure that Bard goes to the next level. Continuing from Google now onto YouTube. YouTube has gone full on with new creator tools powered by AI. This is like, especially if you're a YouTube creator or if you want to become a YouTube creator, like one of the things that YouTube is struggling to do is to compete with TikTok, which has got really good editing tools. I'm not used TikTok, but I've seen their other editing tool called CapCut. It's really good. Like it's super good. And you can see that the new update from Google for YouTube has got 5 creator tools. One is the image generation or the video generation. You can either add AI image or video backgrounds into YouTube Shorts just with simple prompting, and you can see how it works here. The next one is YouTube Create. Fortunately, India is one of the market where YouTube Create is available, and I managed to use it. I recently uploaded a short, quite a crappy short to be honest. Like I'm quite bad at shorts, but still the editor is really good. The good thing with this editor is it's not YouTube exclusive. So you can edit any portrait video, download the MP4 and upload it to any platform that you want. So if you want to upload it on LinkedIn or a Twitter or a TikTok or anything, you can still do it. And it has got a lot of good features. Especially one thing that I liked is it can suppress your audio noise. It's quite good. The way it has got like emoticons and all the graphics that you can add. It's really good. Like it's really good. I kind of loved it. So maybe more shorts. And it has got one more feature called AI Insight. So if people are not having any ideas about what kind of videos to make, you're going to get video ideas and outline suggestions based on what your audience is already watching. I think this will be helpful for a lot of YouTubers. I'm honestly struggling with a lot of content, but I don't have time to make it. And for me, it doesn't make a lot of difference because I have like a huge pipeline of things that I need to cover. I am not looking for inspirations or ideas. I'm looking for time. But for a lot of new creators, I think this will be really amazing for them to use it. There is a new read aloud feature which allows you to, or allowed feature which allows you to, or YouTube to create voice dubbing. This is another thing that it was being teased. I saw it in a couple of other YouTube creators videos where you can create dubs and then keep it. So just like you select the subtitle, you can select a different audio. I don't know how it will work, especially with a tech niche like our channel. Like if I just make, like a Portuguese or Spanish dub, will it work? I'm planning to honestly expand the channel beyond English. Probably like, hire like Hindi dubbers or Spanish dubbers or German dubbers and then make it. That's just one of the plans. I'm not sure. Like, let me know if you feel good about it. And we have got assistive search in creator music, which is going to use AI to find the perfect soundtrack for you. I think overall, this is another very good AI in the real world kind of an update from YouTube. And also, it's as a YouTuber, I'm quite happy to see that YouTube is trying to integrate AI into the creator world and also trying to keep up with TikTok. I mean, honestly, like I'm not a TikTok material, but the fact that generative AI is coming deep into our daily life. The next one is something from OpenAI, which we have already covered on this channel, that there is a new model from OpenAI that they've recently released. And the model name is called GPT-3 Turbo Instruct. So this is not a chat model. This is an Instruct fine-tuned model of the GPT 3.5 Turbo family. It is going to replace a bunch of models. But the good thing with this new model is that it is fast. A lot of people have said it is fast, and if you actually want only a model to follow instruction, not to have like a chat, a dialogue or conversation, if you are building a production level application, so this model makes sense than having a chat model, which is the GPT 3.5 Turbo. So it's good news. Like I'll recommend you to watch my dedicated video for that if you have any questions on this. The next one from OpenAI is OpenAI Red Teaming Network. So if you have ever worked in a software company, or just I think like security, anything like that, you know the concept of red teaming. So you have got like blue teams and red teams. So the red team is always challenging the blue team, trying to penetrate through whatever safety that blue team puts, or challenging them in whatever they do. OpenAI is trying to create its red teaming network with external experts. So if you are interested in let's say AI, and if you have got knowledge in one of these subjects, then you can sign up, go here and then apply to join for this OpenAI red team network, and then OpenAI will recruit you if there is an opportunity that arises, and they'll ask you to sign an NDA, and they will also compensate for your participation in the red teaming. I kind of like it, but also I mean, I like it as a matter of fact that you get to like decide certain things about future, and you get to like play a role in AI. But I'm not sure how I feel about this being like a crowdsourced information, because I don't know. Like I honestly feel usually like a little skeptical when these kind of for-profit companies who make heck lot of money just try to pay pennies to people and then get the knowledge. I don't know how to feel about it, but I'm in the business of education. Like I teach online for free at this point. I don't have a paid course that I'm selling, but still I feel it quite weird. Maybe when I launch my paid course, I'll not feel like that. I don't know. Maybe human beings change. But anyways, like if you want to make some money, and if you want to be part of AI in the future, then, and if you have expertise in one of these domains, of course, most likely if you're watching this channel, you would have expertise in one of these, then you can participate in OpenAI's red teaming network. You can go read more about how they are doing it, what they are doing with red team. So the next one is again a leak from OpenAI. OpenAI is supposedly developing a new multimodal model called Gobi. I don't know why Gobi. Is it like because it's Gemini from Google? Anyways, they're working on a model called Gobi, which is going to be fully multimodal from the start. But if you remember, we still have not gotten the demo that OpenAI showed at the very start, where you can like sketch something on a napkin and then ask GPT to code it. That's still not there. So that is probably something called GPT Vision. So GPT Vision is something that might come very soon, part of ChatGPT. And Gobi is something that OpenAI is trying to work on to fundamentally change the multimodal structure they've got. It's just leaks. We don't know. There are rumors that Gobi could be GPT-5. I don't trust all these rumors. I honestly don't know like whether it is a good thing or a bad thing. The fact that OpenAI is trying to go into the multimodal direction is something that is quite promisable. Somebody in our channel recently commented that it is quite good if you manage to have images, text, and all the other modalities in the same latent space. I think that brings like huge opportunities which we currently do not have. So I'm definitely looking forward to see how Gobi might perform. So the next one is a paper that we have got called SortedLlama. So thanks to Kevin Kreger, who is one of our very supportive subscribers, who sent me this paper. Otherwise, I might have missed it. SortedLlama is a new paper from University of Waterloo and a bunch of other places, especially Huawei. What this is doing is very something like I've not like seen. Like they've said that they already released a paper called SortedNet. Somehow I missed it. What they're doing is very interesting. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to take the entire large language model, which is huge, right? It's got like a lot of aspects of neural network components. What they're trying to do is they're trying to create like a network modularity to create sub models within the same LLM. That means if you want the LLM to do a particular task, it can leverage the sub model or the inner layers of the model to do that particular task, and it can actually help you in doing this task faster than the original model in itself. You need lesser compute, and you need like it does it in a faster speed. It's kind of exciting to see the kind of things like the innovation that the people bring. Even though this does not bring a new architecture in itself, I think this is going to give a lot of advantages in the concept of fine tuning. And in fact, they call this concept that they've got as sorted fine tuning, SOFT, by replacing SFT, which is the instruction fine tuning that we normally see, the supervised fine tuning. I'm definitely looking forward to cover this paper separately. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to go deep into it, but this is a very interesting space. Once again, thanks to Kevin for sharing this news with me. If you have any interesting news, please always email me. I'm happy to cover this on the channel. The next one is a slightly bizarre for this particular channel. I mean, everybody already knows, or at least if you are in the US, you know that there is a strike that is happening from inside Hollywood, where actors, not like big actors but small actors, are trying to make a livelihood, or striking against the production producers group. But a very popular Indian actor, Anil Kapoor, if you're from India, you would probably know, has won a battle against AI. So, where the court has ordered that people should not use the deepfake voice or images or morphed anything about Anil Kapoor in any of the commercials or anything. I think this is beyond deepfake or AI. To be honest, like, people just normally use it. But the fact that Anil Kapoor has made, or the fact that this judgment has been given against AI is again, it sets a precedence. I'm not sure if it is a good precedence or a wrong precedence. I believe that everybody, it says every actor has a right to protect themselves. I believe everybody has a right to protect themselves. Like, that's why I get pissed sometimes when OpenAI flaunts that we have got this technology, we have got this technology. I mean, they must have literally used my code also, your code also, probably to train this model. I'm not saying that they shouldn't do, but it's not their own data what they trained on ChatGPT, and they didn't give due credits to whoever it is. At the end of the day, that is the world that we live in. It's inevitable. But yeah, at this point, at least Anil Kapoor has made victory against AI, and let's see where it is going to go. On the same note, once again, that we have got another actor who's shocked, very shocked, to discover that AI stole his voice from Harry Potter. This is Stephen Fry, a very popular voice, if you know, from the Harry Potter audiobooks, and replicated it without the consent. One thing that I did not like about the title of this article, that says Stephen Fry shocked to discover AI stole his voice from Harry Potter. I would like to correct that AI did not steal Stephen Fry's voice. It's a human being who has access to AI decided to make the theft, stealing. I don't know. So I don't know. It's not AI decided to go steal, but the human being did it. I think it's again comes back to the same thing about what human beings are allowed to do, what human beings are not allowed to do. We are in the business of talking what AI can do, what AI cannot do, but I think at the end of the day, it's human beings. Let me know what you feel about it, especially with the voice dubbing and all these things that we are covering on this channel. Sometimes I'm also going through this dilemma that whether I should make this easy tutorial to do cloning, dubbing, deepfake, and all these things. That's why I always try to avoid deepfakes as videos, because I felt like the potential of negativity is more than the potential of positivity. But it's a constant struggle between the two parties inside my mind. And here is Stephen Fry not very being happy about AI trying to replicate his voice, or its voice. The final news of the day is a new platform, or quite a popular platform, Writer. It's a generative AI platform, and they've received $100 million funding. It has raised $100 million funding in Series B. And what they are trying to describe as a full stack generative AI platform for business. This is something that we have touched upon multiple times on this channel, that there has been a strong push to have enterprise focused generative AI platform. The direction Stability AI is taking, the direction OpenAI is taking, the direction Hugging Face is taking, everywhere you can see the enterprise push, enterprise security, and everything. So if you are one of those aspiring entrepreneurs listening to this video, I think building something for enterprise is hard, to be honest. Like, you cannot easily sell, you cannot easily penetrate a company, but I think that is the direction a lot of people are going inside, and it might justify why the $100 million funding is. But anyways, as a matter of fact, Writer is a company that it's a SaaS that lets you create certain text still in a text field, and you can basically do, it's like Jasper. It's kind of in the same platform like Jasper, Cohere, and Typeface. But the fact, I have used some of the Writer model which they open sourced, not the greatest model, but still they managed to open source it. I'm definitely looking forward to see how an enterprise would make the choice, right? You have got OpenAI ChatGPT Enterprise, you have got Azure Chat Enterprise, and in the same universe, you have got like, let's say, Writer. I'm not sure, like, it's none of my business, to be honest. People who put $100 million into this should ask this question, but I'm definitely curious to know how these companies would stack up against, for example, let's say OpenAI or Azure or Claude, like with millions and millions of funding. Definitely looking forward to see this thing. If you think there is anything that is important that I missed in this video, I'm really sorry. Please let me know in the comment section. Once again, apologies for having less papers. I didn't want this video to be really long, given that we have got a lot of news about Microsoft and the others. But thank you so much for supporting this channel regularly. See you in another video. Happy prompting.